edge device. A series of tests were conducted on the auto slack to prove that it was able to stand up under actual city, mountain, and cross-country driving conditions. In addition to fleet tests, truck and trailer builders did bench testing and lab procedures to further demonstrate its durability and performance. Meanwhile, crusson brunner's progress continued at a steady pace as a third plant opened in 1992 to fabricate brake shoes and additional S-cam shaft machining. About a year later, crusson brunner developed and introduced a patented installation tool which made the job of setting up the slack adjuster quicker and easier. By the mid-90s, crusson brunner had become the standard auto slack supplier of choice for many large and small fleets, as well as vehicle, axle, and brake manufacturers. Crusson brunner featured the only patented system that adapts to hot drums or lining swell and growth. The crusson brunner auto slack clearance adjusting system is designed to minimize wear and maximize user life. This system reacts based on shoe-to-brake drum clearance on each brake application and is designed to protect the internal components. No adjustment required. The crusson brunner auto slack patented design protects the adjustment system by fully disengaging all wearable surfaces during normal braking conditions when no adjustment is needed. As the brakes are released, the adjuster components will re-engage to its original home position. Brake adjustment required. When brake adjustment is needed, the crusson brunner auto slack adjusting components are utilized only at this time. Patented clearance sensing adjuster system. Less likely to over-adjust than stroke or other clearance-only systems. Link rod actuation. No external reference mounting brackets. Easier installation. Brake adjustment on return stroke. Works with air chamber, shoe return springs, and brake components, not against them. Provides more consistent adjustment. This is important on new long-life brake designs. Easy manual adjustment. Does not require component disassembly or cause excessive component wear. Protection against over-adjustment caused by lining swell and growth and hot drum conditions. Longer life for your brake linings and drums. Heavy-duty internal components with 30,000 inch-pounds torque rating. Black epoxy coating for long-term protection. High-integrity seals with built-in backup design for excellent sealing. No guessing. Hands-free patented installation template. Quick, easy, error-free installation. Minimal part numbers for total product coverage. Reduces inventory cost and complexity. Patented brake stroke indicator, auto check. Permanently mounted to the auto slack and has a home position for ease of installation. Auto slack smart, manual slack simple. More accomplishments were to quickly follow. Crusson brunner soon developed and introduced AutoCheck, the first brake stroke indicator that's permanently mounted on the automatic slack adjuster. AutoCheck makes it simple to check both the home setup position and the brake chamber stroke. The patented device provides vital information at a glance by viewing the pointer on the auto slack unit. Designed for safety and convenience, AutoCheck provides a dependable method of making sure the brake stroke is within acceptable limits. Before AutoCheck was developed, it was necessary for drivers, vehicle builders, and inspectors to physically go underneath the vehicle to check the brake stroke integrity. Now you can safely and quickly ensure compliance with trucking industry standards without having to go under the vehicle. Keeping track of the positioning of the auto slack is quick and easy with the use of AutoCheck. It consists of a bright yellow pointer and an indicator plate divided into 3 colors for easy use. AutoCheck offers the installer, factory floor, or repair shop an extra quality control check to confirm the auto slack adjuster's correct setup position. The pointer will be in the area marked Home if the crusson brunner auto slack has been properly installed. To install the automatic slack adjuster, follow these simple steps. Play it safe. Chalk the vehicle wheels. Fully cage the spring chamber with 100 psi air pressure or a threaded T-bolt only. Remove the existing slack adjuster and clevis. Do not remove the existing jam nut. The push rod threads may require cleaning and should receive a coating of anti-seize compound. Thread the crusson brunner clevis onto the clean push rod and install the 1/2 inch clevis pin into the clevis. Do not tighten jam nut. Slide the installation template over the S-cam spline. Swing the template into the clevis until the appropriate slot totally engages the 1/2 inch clevis pin. Once the template has been swung into place, install the 1/4 inch clevis pin. If the 1/4 inch clevis pin does not slide freely into the clevis and template, remove the template from the clevis. Rotate the clevis clockwise or counterclockwise several turns and reinstall the template in the clevis. Position the clevis on the push rod so both clevis pins fit freely in the template. If the push rod threads extend through the clevis more than 1/16 of an inch, remove clevis and cut rod to length. A minimum of a 1/2 inch of push rod engagement in the clevis body is required. If this is not the case, install the new push rod and cut rod to length, or use an extended length CB clevis. Tighten jam nut to a minimum of 50 foot-pounds torque. Remove both clevis pins and template. Before installing the auto slack, put anti-seize on the S-cam spline, both clevis pins and push rod threads. Now install the auto slack on the S-cam shaft. Using a 7/16 inch wrench, manually rotate the adjuster shaft clockwise until the auto slack arm holes align with the clevis holes. If your slack is equipped with auto check, do the following. Insert the 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch clevis pins into the auto check holes. The clevis pin's head should face the front of auto check. Auto check is non-handed and can be installed on either the right or left side of the auto slack. Auto check is designed to face the center of the vehicle. Insert your clevis pins with the auto check pointer into the clevis and auto slack and install your cotter pins. If you do not have auto check, simply install the clevis pins and cotter pins. Use your 7/16 inch wrench and manually rotate the adjuster clockwise until the brake shoes contact the drum. Install any washers or your snap ring at this point. Using your 7/16 wrench, manually back off your auto slack counterclockwise 1/2 turn. Uncage the spring brake. Build up the vehicle air pressure to 90 psi. Fully apply and release the brakes several times to check for adequate clearance to all the adjacent components. Measure the distance from the air chamber to the center of the 1/2 inch pin. Apply the brakes with 80 to 90 psi air pressure and remeasure the distance to the 1/2 inch pin. The stroke, the difference between these two measurements, must be less than those in the following charts. The auto check pointer will point to the home position to verify proper installation. An auto slack should never have to be manually adjusted while in service. The only time it should be manually adjusted is during installation or at reline. By constantly manually adjusting the hex shaft, the internal clutch life can be shortened. The proper way of checking an auto slack to see if it's working within specifications is to measure the working stroke. Now that you properly install the crusson brunner patented automatic slack adjuster and optional auto check, you can look forward to years of dependable operation and consistent adjustment in all braking modes.